Hi guys, Kevin here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Elite X2. So this is another fully loaded box. On the box it does say it has voice control over their updates, Android 12, 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, Gigabit Ethernet, and Wi-Fi 6. So not bad. But let's take a look at the specs inside. What type of CPU, what kind of resolution are you going to get out of this, and what do you get with it as far as apps? So let's take a look at what's in the box. So you get the usual suspects of power cable, HDMI cord. Here's the remote, which is nice enough. Bluetooth. You do have a voice function. You have some hotkeys up there for the live TV, etc. So as it is fully loaded, you get all those apps. You do have hotkeys as well for Netflix, etc. So decent enough remote, feels good in the hand. You also have a mouse cursor, so you can pull that up if you need to use the mouse or not. So pretty decent as far as remotes go. Nothing special, but at least it's Bluetooth. Box itself does have the single antenna in the back for the Wi-Fi. Out in the front, you have the clock. On this side, you have the micro SD card slot, 3 USBs. So if you do want to plug in your own media, you can do that. On the back, you have the optical, Ethernet, HDMI, update, which I think should be reset instead, and then power. And you have some ventilation on the side and also on the bottom. So a pretty standard looking box, nothing special. So let's take a little bit more of what you get as far as specs. So let's take a look at AIDA64 and then let's see what kind of apps you get with it as well. So just putting up the box here, so you get your typical splash screen, Elite X2. And first time doing this, you just basically set up your Wi-Fi, so pretty easy. You can go into your Google account if you want to download things from the Google Play Store. That's up to you. So let's check out the AIDA64 to see further what kind of specs we have. So manufacturer, it says Google. Model Elite X2, brand is Google. Device Elite X2. There you can see installed RAM 4 gigs. And available right now is about 3. And then internal total storage space 25 gigs because it's the 32 gig. And there's just a few apps on it right now. And you have 22 left, so not bad. Now let's check the CPU. So it says the Allwinner H313, H616. Not the best chip, but it's okay for streaming. Definitely not going to be a gaming powerhouse or anything. So this is a quad core running 1.5 gigahertz, 64-bit, but running 32-bit apps. Then the display is 1080. It's an ARM GPU, which is Mali G31. Refresh rate is 60 Hz. So here's your Wi-Fi, which 2.4 and also 5 gigahertz is supported. There you can see Android 12, which is snow cone. And there's some of your codecs, which is MP4A, 3GPP. So pretty basic stuff. Obviously no AV1 support. Just your typical Android box codecs. AVC. And it does have its own app store. So these are the apps that you'll want to get when you get the box. So you just pay the one-time fee. There's no extra fees. But here's one live. This is a replay app, a VOD, another live. So you have 2 of them. And they cover a little bit different content. And the rest is just other third-party apps that you can install. But you can sideload as well. You can install Downloader, install any other apps, just as you could with any other Android device, Android TV device. So you're basically getting these 4 apps. So 2 live, a VOD, and a replay. When I do check the live, it does show over 5,000 channels, but there's not a channel for each one of those. So I'm guessing there's well over a few thousand. It's hard to tell exactly. I'm not going to count them all, but it doesn't have 5,000, but definitely over a few thousand. And in VOD, just under 30,000 VOD. And in playback, just over 100 channels that you can go to within 7 days to rewatch something. And then the main app does have a recording function, which a lot of you guys asked about that. It does cover quite a few different countries from around the world. Obviously with YouTube I can't show everything, but here's your categories on the main app. So you have all, you have favorites, which you can just long press. That creates a star and then you can just go back to it under your favorites. So network TV is your big networks. Regional locals is your local channels for US, so it covers a lot of towns and cities. Then you have premium movie, 24/7. Sports networks, ESPN, then you have your pay-per-view, and your sports packages for NBA, MLB, NFL, NCAA football and basketball, NHL, Super Sport, you have music, Latino, Canada, UK, then you have Asian channels, European, Brazil, MLS, and then others, as well as VIP. So quite a bit of content on the box. And then pricing in the box, you can go here, I'll have links below, but I'm not sure if the price will stay this way or if it's on sale. Hard to say, but very good value, I'd say. For when I started using this a few months ago, it was struggling a bit, especially for the Saturday night events that you want to watch, but it's really improved. Now it's almost hard to find one that doesn't work. It does have a wide assortment of ones from around the world, so you get a lot of channels from everywhere. So I think that's a plus for this box. Wi-Fi 6 is a plus. Gigabit Ethernet. The specs aren't going to wow you, but if you're just plugging it in, using it as is, the power is totally sufficient. So great value, I think. There are Elite boxes which give you a lot more content. This one's a bit more, not bare bones, but it's a little more basic. But the price is right. Like if you are looking at just getting introduced to something like this, great choice. Great box overall. It can record, so I can't say too much negative about it, just depending, I guess, how long it's going to last as far as these boxes. They always say lifetime warranty, but you just pay the fee once. If you use it for 6 months, 1 year, it's probably paid for itself if you're cutting your cable to use this, but hopefully it will last longer than that. So again, great value. Also have a link on my website, so linktree/kpfire if you haven't been there. Links for my Elite box through Octastream as well as this box are on there, as well as other apps that you can sideload. So again, thanks for watching. Any questions, throw them into the comments, and check out my socials. If you haven't subscribed, please consider. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.